Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, February 11th. Some of you guys could be following the 1111 portal. For some of you guys that don't know about the 1111 portal, usually we see the 1111 portal on YouTube. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check that out. But this is talking about your manifestations, especially when it comes to newer beginnings and things like that, right? Even when it comes to, spiritual awakenings and having higher inspirations, your soul purpose, all that good stuff, right? So let's jump right into it. Let's see what you guys might need to know for today. Today is the 11th. I was working on Pisces' season, okay, for my blog post. My blog posts are not that long because I don't want it to be boring. I want it to be informative, but at the same time, short and sweet. You get all the information you need. It's not too much overload when it comes to gaining information, but at least you guys get the key points of, what you guys could be needing to do or what steps you might need to take. And then again, you guys can do your own research and see, what works for you as well. I believe that's the whole purpose of this, is being able to share information and then you guys being able to execute it in your own way, what's comfortable to you, etc. Okay, and that's the whole point of spirituality, is that you have that freedom to do, excuse me, what you want to do. Okay, so let's jump into it. Let's see what you need to know, and let's see what messages Spirit may have for you. All right, guys. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What messages do you have for the collective at this time? Please protect and guide the collective as always, and give them clarity and understanding of what they might need to know for today. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for February 11th? What do they need to know for February 11th, please? Oh, thank you. There's like a piece of fuzz on my hand. All right, guys, the first card is the Lovers, okay? Let me cover that up and show you guys. All right, guys, the Lovers. That's the first card that showed up. Okay, so for some of you guys, when it comes to this energy, there's something about love, unions, partnerships, choices. Again, when it comes to choices, you guys could have been seeing angel number 1212, which also talks about harmony through growth and also learning through your dualities. So this is talking about you balancing your masculine and feminine energy, or there is something about collective growth, meaning that it's not just you alone, it's a group of us that are actually going through either similar cycles, or we're going through similar things, or, the energy may feel similar for everybody, but the circumstance might be different, okay? So number 6 talks about family, okay? This could be about your family, you nurturing yourself, coming home to yourself when it comes to, heart-centered leadership as well. But not only that, healing relationships and taking responsibility and being guided by love, okay? Even when it comes to giving and receiving, some of you guys could be going through a situation where you were the one that was always giving, and now it's almost like you guys are receiving. And for some of us, giving is more easier than receiving. So there is something about surrendering and allowing yourself to be given to, okay, whether this is a gift, whether this is, time, whether this is energy, whatever it is that normally you don't get from people, it's coming to you. So there's something about, whatever energy you had put out in the past, especially if it was good energy, there's something about that energy coming right back to you. And maybe you guys are not accustomed to that. You're not familiarized with that. Okay, so being able to be in this energy of receiving could be very significant, could be new for you too. Okay, we also have 3 of Swords, right? So for some of you guys, when it comes to release and healing, you guys are going through some type of release and healing. For some of you guys, this could be releasing certain traumas. This could be you separating yourself from people. This could be also heartbreak. Heartbreak doesn't have to necessarily mean that, you were in a relationship with someone. It may be that, Okay, everybody has a different way of how they heal with heartbreak. Heartbreak could be anything. This could be you being disappointed by friends, family. This could be you being disappointed about people, okay, who claim to, want to support you or want to be there for you. So for some of you guys, Three of Swords could be very significant. This could be Saturn in Libra. Now, for some of you guys, Gemini talks about communication. So there is something about communication that's very significant for some of you guys. And for some of you guys, you may feel like, this release that you guys are going through, you know, you're able to embrace this, okay? Whatever pain, whatever you've gone through, you're able to embrace this. For some of you guys who have a platform, you're able to embrace this so that you can share your experiences and share certain things that you've gone through so other people can, learn and grow from that. It's almost like saying, been there, done that, but why would I want someone to go through what I went through? I'm going to give you the keys, right? Some of you already have the keys, but why wouldn't I not give you the keys to your success so that you don't have to go through what I went through, or you don't have to go through the lessons that I had to learn? You guys get what I'm saying? It's almost like you guys could meet people for the first time, talk to them, talk about your life or whatever it is that you guys talk about, but you get something from that conversation. Like there's something that you could take away from that. And that's very significant when it comes to releasing certain people. Okay, Saturn too, right? When we talk about Saturn, we talk about having responsibility. We talk about, being disciplined, right? And there is something about balance and justice that could be very significant when it comes to you releasing. You releasing allows you to get your justice. Okay, so for some of you guys, take what resonates with that, but there is this energy of you guys being in hermit mode at this time. So for some of you guys in hermit mode, there's something about you guys saving. There's something about you guys budgeting as well. But even if this is not about savings and budgeting, this is about you being alone. Okay, some of you have withdrawn your, energy from certain people, from some certain people, places, and things. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Some of you guys are finding solitude. Okay, and while you guys are seeking truth and wisdom in your solitude, you guys are finding out a lot of things, right? It's almost like being in a dark place and shining the light on something and finally seeing in the dark what you weren't seeing before. Okay, so some of you guys, when it comes to that, everything in the dark comes to light. Okay, there's something about not being able to see certain things in the 3D, but when you go to sleep, when you have visions, when you, be within yourself, that's when everything starts to show up in the energy. So that could be confirmation as well for some of you guys. Some of you guys could also be shining your light on certain situations, okay, certain topics, okay, certain issues that people don't want to really talk about. Okay, so please take what resonates with that. Yeah, so we have starseed energy. For some of you guys, the star energy is very significant. This is about hope. Okay, some of you guys, when it comes to your creativity, there's something about the new moon eclipse. And the reason why I'm saying the new moon eclipse is because the number 17 is showing up here. And the new moon eclipse is coming up the 16th to the 18th, right? So that will be in Aquarius and also Pisces. Okay, so there is something about you guys when it comes to the number 17. The 16th to the 18th could be very significant next week. But not only that, there is something about your manifestations through your faith. Okay, so if you guys have been manifesting a lot, especially when it comes to you guys taking leadership, especially spiritual leadership, that is very significant for the collective. Even when it comes to like you stepping into your power, that is also showing up for the collective as well, because 1 and 7 equals 8. So there is changes when it comes to, you being an innovator, you showing up for yourself, you tapping into your intuition, but not only just tapping into your intuition, you being able to follow. For some of you guys, it's astrology, okay? For some of you guys, this could be new friendships, right? But whatever the energy is, you guys are following that step, okay? Yeah, so we have 3 of Cups. Okay, for some of you guys could have felt like you guys were, left out in the cold, right? This is maybe past situations and, that you've dealt with. But with the number 3, talking about creativity, self-expression, joy, okay, this is about you, right? You guys are stepping into something when it comes to teamwork, okay? Some of you may have your Mercury in Cancer, but there is something about you stepping into teamwork, okay? There's something about you guys moving forward, okay? Even if you guys felt like you guys were abandoned, some of you guys could have went through a lot of losses. Some of you guys could have went through unemployment, whatever it is that you guys went through, right? Even when it comes to feeling like maybe you were a disgrace, maybe, and I hate that that energy maybe, was lingering around some of you guys, when it comes to you guys going through your situations, nobody knows what you're going through except for you. And if people cannot hold grace for you while you're going through your struggles, then those are not the kind of people that you want around you. Okay, if people make you feel lesser than because of your struggles, but then act like they've never struggled before or they've never been there and done that, that's weird. You want to be around people who are understanding, who get it, who don't even judge you. But even if you're wrong, they still tell you, look, you're wrong, but it's from a place of love. Okay? Not a lot of people can tell you the truth from a place of love. Some people want to tell you the truth because of ego, because of envy, because of greed, because of jealousy. Okay? But Six of Cups energy, okay, showing up here. There is something about some of you guys when it comes to your kindness. You guys could be receiving some type of financial gift. Some of you guys may have your sun in Scorpio, but there is something about the energy when it comes to within the next days to weeks, and also when it comes to the next weeks to days, or months, sorry, because of Pentacle energy. So even like 5 weeks to months could be very significant for some of you. I want to say 5 weeks, okay, because again, right now we're in February, so again, March and April are not that far away. But again, when it comes to Six of Cups energy, there is this sense of healing, okay? So some of you guys are going through your own healing. You guys are going through, your own understandings, right? Even when it comes to you being able to tap into your inner childhood or your inner, your inner nostalgia when it comes to happiness. Some of you guys are finding your happiness by doing the simple things in life. This could be playing video games. This could be going for a walk. This could be sitting in nature. This could be feeding a squirrel, okay? A lot of people may not understand why you do the things you do, but, you in spirit know, right? So yeah, when it comes to your emotions, you guys have a lot of courage at this time. Okay, there's something about your courage being sparked at this time and following that gut feeling when it comes to your emotions. Right? So even wisdom wanted to show up, okay? When it comes to your emotions, the wisdom that you share, the knowledge that you give, okay, what you provide is very significant for some of you guys, right? Some of you guys could hold a lot of wisdom and knowledge. Even if you don't do divination, just naturally being chosen, you know how to give knowledge and wisdom. For some of you guys, it could be because of your age or because of your class, meaning, your education background or how much money you make. It's almost so weird to see how people operate when they think that because you don't have what they have, that means you don't know anything. But really, sometimes it's not about what you have. Sometimes it's about what you know. Anyways. So take what resonates with that, right? There's something about that energy too where, people may think that, material is literally the only way to survive, and it's not. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, when it comes to like your wisdom, right? People assume that wisdom only matches somebody who is of a certain age, okay? A certain age, a certain statue, right? And a lot of people don't know wisdom comes from different walks of life. Okay, you could be 10 years old and have wisdom. Okay, I'm not sure why people assume that because someone is younger than them, that means they don't know what they're talking about. Or, because someone is older than you, that means they know all of everything. That's not true. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys are going with the flow. Okay, this could be like divine flow, right? Allowing yourself to just surrender, go with the flow. Water is very significant as well, so maybe something to do with I want to say being close to water may resonate for some of you guys, even when it comes to drinking more water, okay, in order to not just flush out your system, but to cleanse your energy as well, okay? Water is very significant, and I'm not saying this because I'm a water sign. I'm saying this because it's actually true, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a water sign, doesn't matter if you're a fire sign, doesn't matter what sign you are. Drinking water will help cleanse your energy. And especially if you speak into the intention of the water that you're drinking, that is also significant as well. So going with divine flow is very significant when it comes to your energy. Some of you guys could just be allowing the universe to work for you, okay? So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? Thank you. There is something about you guys taking movement, okay? This movement that you guys are taking is grounded movement, okay? You guys are taking action. You guys are going with the flow, but you are also taking action. So even if the universe is giving you signs and synchronicities, for some of you that resonate with this, there's something about you guys listening to the signs and synchronicities and actually utilizing it. So taking action, making movement, meaning for some of you guys, this could be if, for example, if you guys are in a working situation and it's really toxic, you don't want to sit with them at lunch. You don't want to hang out with them at lunch. You would rather sit in your car and be by yourself. Or if you don't have a car, you would rather just go outside and be by yourself, right? So there's something about you being in your own solitude that is very offensive to people, but you guys don't care. You guys are making movement. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? What else do they need to know? Yeah, you have a hunger about you, okay? So passion at the bottom of the deck and mystery, okay? Something about you stepping into your mystery, but not only that, space, okay? So again, your passion is what makes you go far in life. Even if people are, offended by your passion, it doesn't matter, okay? You're passionate when you're happy. You're passionate when you're sad. You're passionate when you're mad. You're passionate. It doesn't matter. You're just passionate. I get that. I'm an Aries moon. So I understand where people will always misunderstand my energy because I'm passionate about everything. Like when I'm joking, I'm passionate. Okay. Someone could say something to me and I'm like, oh, screw you. And then they look at me and they're like, oh, screw you too. If they get the energy. But if they don't get the energy, they're going to be like, oh my God, collective told me to screw off. Like, you can't please everybody. You can't, you can't make everybody happy. Right? So even when you are your authentic self, you're still going to offend people. Even me. I'm on TikTok. I post. I'm on YouTube. I post. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. That's okay. I say this to you guys all the time, but I'm going to always show up as my authentic self, right? I have followers that follow me. Sometimes I wake up one morning, I lose a follower or two, and I'm just like, oh, all right. What I'm saying is not what you like. That's okay. There's somebody else out there that might resonate with them, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, life is about being able to just go with the flow, right? Not being stressed out, not being boggled down by, the day-to-day things that happen to us in our regular lives. We already have outside circumstances that are going on. So why not try to find a way to find peace within ourselves? Nothing is wrong with that. And not only that, speaking truth as well, right? So again, you guys are passionate about what it is that you guys are doing. You guys have a lot of hunger and determination and drive. Especially with the yellow, right? The yellow reminds me of, solar plexus chakra, talking about I can. So it's like I can be in flow and I can be in movement, right? So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation for some of you. Yep, safe travel. It is safe for you to move forward. It's safe for you to travel. Okay, the number 30. For some of you guys, this is about, you stepping into your creativity. Karmic path is also at the bottom of the deck. But you guys are moving forward, okay? Transmuting energy is very significant. Like I said, with the 3 of Swords, you guys are transmuting pain to power. You're transmuting whatever experiences that you guys have gone through into power, into knowledge, right? 44 talks about, stability, structure, and foundation. Whatever you guys are building at this time, it's showing, okay? We have grounded. Some of you guys are grounded at this time. You guys are in this energy. 22 talks about, with the number 222, partnerships, but amplified, okay? You guys are going through balance, especially with the movement card, a lot of green, okay? Nature is very significant. Some of you guys could be going out in nature to balance yourself, okay? The number 12 is also significant, so maybe tomorrow might resonate for some of you guys. It might be significant. But Again, if you do 12, like 1 plus 2, that equals 3. That's going back to your creativity. So some of you guys could be going back into nature to do a lot of things in your creativity. Now, I understand this a lot because I remember in the summertime, for me personally, I would go outside and do my readings in the car. Okay. And I enjoyed that. I love that. Did I like people looking at me? Not really. Did I care? Not really. I'm a Taurus Mars, so does it matter? Not really. Could it matter? I mean, sure, but do I care? Not really. And that's why people get really confused with Taurus people too, because it's like we care, but we don't care. And that's kind of hard to explain to someone who doesn't have Earth placements or, Taurus placements in their chart. But again, being in nature could resonate for some of you guys. And when I say this, I mean, if you like to draw, take your book outside. Sit on a tree branch, sit near a tree branch, okay? Or a tree bark or whatever, and draw, okay? Sit in the grass and draw. Whatever you have to do that. But being in nature could be very significant. Some of you guys could get a lot of your creativity from being out in nature, okay? Knowledge is also significant too. So there's something about the knowledge and wisdom that you guys have that could be very significant as well. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time for February 11th? What else do they need to know at this time? What else do they need to know? Thank you. Yeah, so romance is very significant. Now, for some of you guys, with the Lover's card, that again, romance doesn't have to be romantic either, but romance could be very significant, even if it is a friendship. There's something about connecting with people on an intimate level and, being able to share this intimacy with other people. Okay, so again, with the Lovers, romance is significant, but again, this is about a love for what you do. So if you love what you do and you start talking to other people about, different topics and things like that, even if you're not like understanding about that topic, because again, some people know certain things more than others, and that's okay. If somebody came to me in my comment section and was like, hey, do you know about this? And I have no clue. I have no shame to say, no, actually, you're the first person that came to tell me this, and thank you for telling me this because I never knew about this. And like a nerd, I will go out of my way and research online or read a book or something or find something that can help me gain more knowledge about that specific topic that that person brought to my attention. Right? This is the whole point of spirituality and learning. It's about growth, teaching one another, right? So take what resonates with that, but romance is very significant as well. Yeah, it says if you believe. Okay, so for some of you guys, that could be very significant. Something about if you believe in romance. Okay, so if you believe in partnerships, like relationships, unions, the choices that you make, that could be very significant as well. But if you guys don't have that belief, then of course you're going to think that, romance only means that being romantic with just your partner. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that. Romance could be about meeting new friends and the new friendships that you meet, that you guys could have a love for one another. Okay, that doesn't mean that you love them to the point where you're going to marry them. You just love that person because of their soul, right? Some people you meet, they feel familiar to you. They feel like family to you. So if someone feels like family to you or they feel very familiar, even if you guys are from different races, you don't know what your past life was. You and this person could have been friends in a past life or were siblings in a past life. And there could have been a pact that you made that if you guys were to separate, you guys would always come back in every lifetime. Sounds corny for some people, but it's actually true, right? Whether this is a family member, whether this is a romantic partner, whether this is a friendship, there are certain connections that you guys have that feel very familiar because it's a past life connection. It's either you needed to learn a lesson from that connection or it's something about you guys needing to meet back up again because there's something that you both need to do or collectively we need to do. Okay, take what resonates with that. That might not, resonate for everybody, but take what resonates, okay? Child, it's upside down. I do this all the time. I should know better, no? Nope. It's still early, guys. I woke up at like 8 something this morning, and it's not even like I woke up. I set my alarm for 9:30, and I just randomly just woke up and I'm like, yep, it's time to do a reading. Anytime I jump up out of my sleep, I know it's time to do a reading. So I'm a little groggy too. But you guys know I don't care. I'll still come up here and just show up no matter what I sound like, what I look like, what I feel like. Okay. But anyways, we have initials L. We have initials V. Okay. So take what resonates with that. Oh, okay. We have initials J. Initials Y wanted to run away. Don't know where it wanted to go, but initials Y is significant. We have initials H. We also have initials C. And then we also have initials Z, but I'll just put it up here. Okay, and then we have cats. Black cats are very significant. Maybe you guys want a cat. Okay, but if not, cats are very significant. Cats are also mysterious. Like when you see a black cat, you think of mystery. Some people think of bad luck, but actually black cats are not bad luck. They're actually good luck depending on where you are, because again, everyone's culture is different. But we have snowflakes. Okay, so maybe it's snowing where you guys live, or snow could be very significant. So there's something about maybe in the next few days or so, it could be snowing where you are, but that could be also confirmation too. But yeah, we have Aquarius energy, we have Libra energy here, we also have Sagittarius energy, and then we have Aries energy. Okay, so there is something about also the new moon eclipse that's very significant. But not only that, Aquarius energy is very significant. We are in Aquarius season, but again, you may resonate when it comes to like like I said, astrology, that kind of stuff. There's something about receiving justice or balance as well when it comes to the energy. And Sagittarius energy also talks about being very open-minded, right? This could be about philosophy. This could be about being open-minded to being able to take new adventures, being able to move forward in your life. And also Aries is talking about taking action, so that direct energy. Okay, so obviously take what resonates with that. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube. I post on both of those platforms. And you guys can follow me on my website, okay, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can either book a reading if you guys want to book a reading, or if you guys want to check out my blog post. I try to post as much as I possibly can, especially with the moon cycles, and not only just the moon cycles, but like the zodiac seasons. Like for example, some of you guys may notice that I started last year, but I'm still continuing it on. But there are some things that I am working on that are brand new that I'm going to be posting, but I'm going to wait for the spring new year to do it. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. But this one that I'm waiting for in the spring new year, it's going to be about, your body, okay, taking your body very seriously, health, okay, wellness, that kind of stuff, okay, because I'm into that stuff. I mean, I've always talked about not being like a gym head, but when it comes to like what I eat, what I put in my body and things like that, I'm very serious about that. So even if I do eat junk food, my body will say, yeah, girl, cut that out, and I will cut it out. So yeah, I'm very excited to start that in the spring new year. I hope you guys enjoy that kind of stuff. It may not be for long, it may just be for the 12 seasons for each zodiac sign, and then that's it. And then of course it's there, posted whenever you guys want to see it, you guys can see it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. So please take what resonates with you guys, and again, thank you for the support and the love that you guys share. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the comments. I see you guys commenting and I love it. Thank you guys so much. And I try my best to comment back and share the love. So hopefully you guys are seeing that I am responding to you guys, or if I don't, I'm just saying it here that I appreciate you guys and I thank you guys again. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, bye.